Hello and welcome to TVB News. I'm Melissa Hekalea. Police have arrested a 63-year-old man on suspicion of adding urine to bottled soft drinks in various supermarkets across the city. At least one boy felt sick after drinking one of the adulterated beverages. Initial investigations indicated the suspect engaged in the criminal behavior out of revenge for a negative experience he had at a supermarket. Timothy Lee tells us more.
Urine phobia takes over the city's supermarket shelves after a 9-year-old boy felt nauseous on the 18th of last month from drinking a urine-laden bottle of soda he purchased in a supermarket on Nathan Road. His mother subsequently sought medical help at Kwanghwa Hospital. The boy was discharged from the hospital on the same day. The mother also reported the incident to the Food and Environmental Hygiene Department. This as authorities received a report at the end of last month of suspected urine being added to an assortment of bottled soft drinks consisting of Coca-Cola Plus and 7-Up across various supermarkets in Shangshaipo, Mongkok, and Wan Chai over the course of the past year. The police subsequently arrested a 63-year-old unemployed man in Shangshaipo last Saturday after reviewing large quantities of CCTV footage. Police officers managed to seize evidence such as the clothes worn by the man while committing the crimes, including shoes and backpacks. Authorities believe the man wanted to take revenge after having a negative experience at a supermarket, possibly involving an argument. Sources said the suspect committed the crimes on his own, adding that the majority of the tampered drinks were discovered while they were reviewed by the respective supermarkets. The police found 7 bottles suspected of being mixed with urine, but did not contain any other harmful substances. Reports say authorities found a bottle of urine at the suspect's residence, which they believe was used by the suspect to pour into soft drink bottles before he brought them back to the supermarket. Authorities reminded residents purchasing bottled soft drinks at the city's supermarkets to stay vigilant of potentially harmful substances added to the beverages. They also reminded residents if they tasted or noticed irregularities with such products to immediately notify the shop or contact the Food and Environmental Hygiene Department. Timothy Lee, TVB News.
The city saw several previous incidents where drinks sold in the market were maliciously contaminated. Jackie Lin looks back at the cases.
After allegations of urine-tainted soda drinks came to light, some residents say they will pay more attention when buying beverages. This man says it's scary and he will check more often whether the drinks are fizzy and if the volume seems more than usual. Swire Coca-Cola Company, in response to inquiries, says it always prioritizes product safety and quality. It adds while it is an isolated incident in the Hong Kong market, the company will fully cooperate with authorities in their probes. Welcome Supermarket, meanwhile, says it has maintained close communication with the supplier and removed the relevant products from shelves. Hong Kong has previously seen incidents of drinks being spiked. In 2016, a 43-year-old man felt dizzy, vomited, and developed abdominal pain after drinking a chocolate milk drink bought at Ngau Tau Kok MTR station. He found a small hole at the top of the drink's packaging, suspected to be a syringe puncture. No arrests were made after police investigations. Another saga happened between July 1994 and February 1995. Carton-packaged lemon tea drinks that had been injected with sedatives were placed at convenience stores in Tuen Mun. Victims who drank the spiked beverages were then robbed when they became disoriented. Then Police Superintendent John Lee, who is the city's leader now, revealed in a press conference that the 17 drug-spiked drink cases at the time were linked to one mastermind, and that's former Correctional Services Officer Kwok Yok Ho. Kwok and his accomplices were arrested, with Kwok being slapped with a 14-year jail term. Jackie Lin, TVB News.
The observatory forecasts severe tropical storm Podol is set to enter within 800 kilometers of Hong Kong on Wednesday, and it will bring heavy rain to the territory. The storm is currently about 1,210 kilometers east of Kaohsiung in Taiwan. It's forecast to move westward at 25 kilometers per hour and gradually develop into a typhoon as it picks up speed and edges closer to the island. Podol is set to move towards the east of Guangdong province and southern Fujian, with the location of its landfall yet to be determined. This as weather authorities predicted heavy rain will continue to affect the city on Thursday. Security and property management industries have issued a joint appeal to owners' corporations, calling on them to provide flexible work arrangements for frontline staff under extreme weather conditions. Four bodies, including the Chamber of Security Industry and the Hong Kong Association of Property Management, published the joint statement urging owners' corporations not to dock pay for workers who were unable to report for duty due to traffic disruption. They also suggested that employers provide transport subsidies for workers who have to commute during severe weather. There has been more intense international criticism of Israel's plan to expand its war in Gaza and occupy Gaza City. Australia's Prime Minister announced his country will recognize a Palestinian state at next month's United Nations General Assembly, and several other countries criticized Benjamin Netanyahu's plan at a special meeting of the UN Security Council. David Garrett reports.
International criticism of Israel's plan to take Gaza City is far-reaching. Australia moving to recognise the state of Palestine following the UK, France and Canada.
Over the past fortnight, I have discussed this with Prime Minister Starmer, President Macron, Prime Minister Luxon and Prime Minister Ishaba, as well as Prime Minister Netanyahu last Thursday and President Abbas last Tuesday. A two-state solution is humanity's best hope to break the cycle of violence in the Middle East and to bring an end to the conflict, suffering and starvation in Gaza.
New Zealand weighing up if it will do the same, the Australian government making it clear in their announcement Israel's decision to escalate the war comes with consequences.
The Netanyahu government has ignored international opposition to its conduct of the war in Gaza. It's ignored international opposition to rapidly expanding illegal settlements that are extinguishing the prospect of two-state solution.
At a special session of the UN Security Council, a representative for 5 non-permanent members called on Israel to reverse its decision. The representatives of Palestine and Israel listened as multiple ambassadors condemned Israel's plan.
This decision is wrong, and we urge the government of Israel to reconsider immediately. Expanding military operations will do nothing to bring an end to this conflict.
China's permanent representative Fu Song says Israel needs to listen to the international community and immediately stop escalating tensions. Fu suggesting America must use more of its influence. Russia critical too, saying the United States is washing its hands of the matter and giving Israel carte blanche.
The Pacific Island country of Fiji has been vigorously promoting tourism over the years. Some local Chinese residents are tapping into hotel projects, having invested over 200 million Hong Kong dollars. Danny Zhou reports.
This is Denarau, a well-known tourist port town located in Nadi, Fiji's third largest city. It's a 10-hour direct flight from Hong Kong. Visitors enjoying going to the beach and snorkeling. The produce market nearby has an abundance of specialty fruits and vegetables such as breadfruit to tantalize the taste buds. This towering building sits at the end of the main road. It's the largest Hindu temple in the southern hemisphere. Fiji received 982,000 tourists in 2024 alone, a 5.7% rise year-on-year. About 40% of its GDP was generated by tourism, which created more than 120,000 local jobs, according to estimates. Zheng Nahong and his family immigrated here 7 years ago. The land they purchased was previously used for a training school. The Zhengs are planning to renovate it into a 4-star hotel or guest house, with investment topping $200 million. Zheng says he's bullish on the prospects, as official data shows the market is short of 5,000 to 6,000 rooms in high season. But processing a refurbishment application takes time, Fiji time as it's commonly known. He says the term depicts the low administrative efficiency here, adding there appears to be a lack of coordination among different departments and most of the files are handwritten. Meanwhile, the manager of a travel agency has cautioned fellow practitioners of challenges in infrastructure, tourism facilities and electricity. Fiji is still a developing country, the manager said. Power outages are very common, and sometimes it may take a long time for them to recover after typhoon rattles. He says in times of emergency, staffers take tourists to designated locations because not all local hospitals are open 24/7. Danny Zhou, TVB News.
That's the news. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.